This is a horror game podcast. It is meant for mature audiences. It may contain adult language, violence, and sexual themes, as well as shocking revelations. Viewer discretion is advised. Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where tonight my friends and I will be playing the Mothership role-playing game. I'm your host, Thom Raley. The scenario is VR Dead. It was written by Daniel Hallinan, and it is available from Drive-Thru RPG. Our game warden is Nathan Decker, and this is episode 3. A recap will be given by David Shiflett as his character V-Star. So without any further delay, let's continue our journey into the darkness. David?
Thank you, Thom. I am playing V-Star, and I'm trying to log in. Just log in. Please log in already. Come on, hurry up. Please sign back in. Finally. Logging into Mergen's Watch VRC. Welcome back to my channel. My name's V-Star, the intergalactic, interdimensional laser ball champion. Thanks for subscribing, and make sure to follow Vonnie, the official mascot of MW. Real talk chat. Something's not right. When was my last live stream? 2 days? 2 weeks? Hey, does anyone actually even listen to me? Are you just chatting in there without any thought at all? Hello? Sorry, it's me. I'm just really tired. I'm losing all track of time. I can barely remember what I've been doing the last few days. Said that going in and out of VR can cause brain damage, but I don't know. When I get hungry, the idea of eating that paste that Nurse Emma is giving me for nutrition, I can't help but it makes me vomit. I don't really sleep anymore. I'm terrified of my thoughts when I'm alone. But who cares? I'm the captain of the Victory Stars. Me! And besides, I have my VR canine #1 worker right by my side. Error, logging out. Worker! No! And that's where I wake up to seeing my best friend standing over me with his jowls drooling oil because he's a machine. I added the drool effect myself. And facing down the captain of Mergen's Watch, or at least that's what he said he is, Captain Luke. I just saw this man right behind me teleport in front of me. I don't know what's real, but I know I've never seen anything like that. And I don't know if that makes him an alien or a VR monster. But anyway, I'm logging back in. I'm going to try and kill him.
Awesome. Well, we're not going to start out with V-Star tonight, though, as you were facing off against the Captain Luke upstairs. We'll be starting with Albert downstairs with Captain Luke in the shuttle bay, a beautiful shuttle next to you that is unfortunately locked by Captain Luke's password. But he is comforting you as you are, I believe, weeping openly the last time we chatted.
Yes, I fell into his arms after trying to swing a wrench at his head, and I started crying, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm just weeping and openly into his arms.
It's it's okay, buddy. It's all right. We'll get through this. We'll take, you know what? We're gonna work on the aliens. We're gonna take care of them,
I don't
and
know
you
what's
won't ever
going
have.
on.
I think the aliens are messing with people's minds. That's all there is to it. They're confusing them. They're like dragging people out of reality or something. It's I'm not sure, but we have to kill them and quickly before they destroy the station.
Okay. They're I know this doesn't make sense, but what they were showing they were showing something that looked so like is the ship not about to blow up or like fall into like a rising like anything? Like it's
No, that's silly. The
is
ship's
there any way to
perfectly
check?
fine. Uh, sure, let's go to a console over there. I can bring up the diagnostics in a second.
Okay, is he noticing my arm going
Yeah.
doing the glitching thing?
It's doing that. He doesn't seem to be noticing it,
Okay.
or he's
So
not commenting on it.
okay, so it's just me. I notice. Okay. So yeah, I
Yeah.
want to follow him over to whatever computer he's on, and I want to watch how he signs in.
Um, make a uh sanity save as he goes over and puts his hands on the computer, and then the screen pops up that shows the systems. Like he doesn't type anything, he just puts his hands on the keyboard, and then the screen pops up, all systems green. There, don't you see, Albert? It's fine.
That was
Everything's
a
fine
fail.
here. Then one stress. It's just one stress.
Okay.
I don't know what more I need to do to prove to you that this station's in fine. I'm sorry. I'm this is a bit of a difficult time. I'm finding my focus a bit split at the moment, Albert. Um, can I trust you not to do anything crazy?
Yeah. And I'm like trying to wipe the tears out of my eyes and like I'm trying to straighten my face up. I'm like, yeah, yeah,
Great,
yeah,
great. So
yeah.
what I'm going to I gotta go. I can't keep doing this. It's very difficult for me.
I
But
want to go up to him and just kind of like softly like grab and like just by the shirt. What if I slip out again?
if you slip out, um, it's okay. We can. I Paul is a little distracted at the moment too. But when Paul gets back around, if you talk to him, he's got some mechanisms to make sure you don't ever slip out again, okay? So you
Okay,
just stay calm, do that, and yeah, no, you'll be fine. You'll be fine, okay? Just
okay,
stay calm. If you
okay.
see an alien, kill it. And uh yeah, yeah, that's good. Um you said station failing though. What
Yeah,
did you mean by that?
like it's let's just call it the other. Like I have no idea how else to like the other side of like when you put on the goggles and you feel like you're in virtual reality. Well, I felt like I was in it, and then when I took them off, I was
Mm-hmm.
inside of a station that was it's practically destroyed. The systems are failing. The thing's going to crash. It said that there were 6 hours until everything like went into nothingness and like was going to be destroyed. There were only like five or six of us that were still even left at this point.
That's interesting to hear. Yeah, that must be an alien thing. That's all. That's um, you know what? Do me a favor, Albert. Um, can you go to the newsstand for me?
Where's the newsstand?
It's on the second level. It's kind of by the concert hall, the bar, and everything.
Okay,
Um,
but it's far away from here.
yeah, it's far away from here. Um, I can you go there? There is a friend of mine there that has something, um, a precaution. So if you could go and pick that up for me and just bring it back to the shuttle, I'd really appreciate it.
Who's the friend and what am I getting?
Um, the it's a and he seems to be struggling at the moment. It's a backup of astronomical data. Um, and it's a scientist friend. It's all very important information you understand for the Mergen's watch. Yeah, the folks. It's very important for them.
Okay.
Yeah, just bring that back here and just pop it on the shuttle, and we'll worry about from there where we go. All right?
Like put it on the emergency space shuttle?
Yeah, yeah. Just just in case.
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
Thanks, Albert.
Okay.
I,
Yeah.
I'm glad I could trust you.
Yeah.
And he like puts his hand on your glitchy arm, right? Like, and he doesn't seem to register that it's weird at all.
Hmm.
He's just put it there. Thank you. Now I need to go. My attention is absolutely needed elsewhere.
Okay. Okay.
And he's going to turn and walk out the door into the hallway and just kind of turn towards the stairwell.
He's gone and the door is shut.
Uh, yeah, we'll say the door shuts after him.
Goggles immediately off.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d5.
Okay.
Which
Yeah.
I believe is the right number because it's been a couple weeks. So I'll double check.
Okay. I'll wait for you to find out.
Yeah. It is a D5. Yep.
It's a D5. Okay, so that's
Yep.
two.
All right. Two stress as you are brought back into that bleak world. Everything's dusty. The shuttle is still there, still locked underneath Captain Luke's password. But you've got
Fuck.
some
Fuck.
engineering to you, right? Like, if
Yeah.
people like you're not sure where this captain's password came from. Maybe if you could like get a case where that password wouldn't work anymore, like on the death of the captain, right? Their password wouldn't work anymore. The next person down would. So if you
Is
could
it
also figure that out, it might revert to somebody else's permission.
is it possible as well the way I'm thinking it,
Hmm.
because knowing that that was virtual reality and that it's opening things up that
Hmm.
shouldn't, that don't really correlate to like the waking world. And now that I'm here, knowing that, is there any way that I could figure out how to, it's probably a signal of some sort, some kind of electronic signal. Is there a way to use like maybe the goggles I have and like boost like a signal to it or something like that?
Oh,
Something that would just immediately allow it to, because I mean, it's coming from somewhere. It's like a
hmm.
Wi-Fi password at this point is what I'm imagining in my head. So
Okay,
it's
okay.
so I sh should
Yeah.
be able.
You're by the computer, and I don't even think you need to roll. Is you're thinking about this like, how can I track this, right? And you have done enough work here. You are seeing that there is a like in terms of power usage for the station, right? It's way down. The fuel rods, one of them is spilling onto the floor, which is very bad for fuel rods. That's not what you want. Um, so the station power is way down. There is minimal power going to the thrusters. If that goes out, everybody's dead in like 10 minutes.
Okay.
There is way too much power going to the server room and the astronarium. which if you were to put priorities to it, you'd probably be putting that to thrusters and life support. So that's definitely weird how much power it's taking.
Okay.
And that matches what the three were seeing in the control room as well, is there was a lot going out there.
Okay. But there's no way to piggyback up that signal or to create like a duplicate signal that may or may not make
Um,
something turn on.
but that's interesting. You think if you wanted to, so you're thinking of this as like a signal, you might be able to get like a copy of it through the server room. That would probably be the easiest place to log in, get credentials of some fashion that right match Captain Luke's, and hopefully then use that to get off the station.
Okay. So, okay. Yeah. So having that in mind, I'm getting ready to go to the server room.
Mhm. And I'll say too, while you're looking at it as well, this is not something people have looked into yet, but as you're looking at the server room, it looks like they are adding to it. And the question immediately raises is where are they getting more computers from, right? Like normally a station like this has a very complex and large kind of data center. The only places that you can think of would be other spaceships that they are maybe pulling their data cores off of and kind of slotting them into Mergen's watches uh, infrastructure, basically.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I'm trying to keep all this in mind, and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna head to my next destination to figure out how I'm gonna get off this ship before it falls.
Okay, so you were going in the real world, we'll say, towards the server room. Excellent. Um, let's go to the three in the control room. I want to reiterate as well what you saw last time because it's been a few weeks. The control room's pretty much broken to bits. Nothing much is working. It looked fine in virtual reality, but uh, Monty, while you were looking at it, you were probably doing things that you felt you could control the station in virtual reality a little, but again, it's all kind of locked behind the captain stuff. You also noticed the massive power influx towards the servers and Astronarium, and the fact that your ship, the Encounter, was still docked in, uh, I think it's number one on the map, way down on floor one, or no, or number three ship dock. So yes, if you know your original ship is there. Unfortunately, the Encounter's captain is dead in this room as well. So he's not going to be any help to you unless you figure out a way to make his body helpful.
Yeah.
And the last thing I realized it is not on your maps, but it is something, especially in this kind of panicked state, that you would recognize. There is an air vent in this room. So, with that information and the sound of some huge metal construction thing bashing down the door, what are Dr. Nix, Monty, and Mr. Weiss doing?
I was wondering one other thing. You
Yeah.
said an air vent. Um, but in these kind of systems where you've got a lot of electronics controlling a station, are
Mhm.
there access like from behind,
Uh, like a hiding spot? Yeah, there
like,
probably would
like
be.
tubes, that
Yeah,
you'd have to
yeah.
climb into to fix things?
Yeah, I can buy that.
Yeah.
Probably
Okay.
a little bit more perilous based on the upkeep of the station right now.
Right, right.
But yeah.
Well, I think I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do at this point, gentlemen, but I think we can safely guess that this is the reality right now.
Yes. Agreed.
Um, if there is some alien or AI entity that's causing all of this, it's most likely causing the very pleasant world, not the disaster world that we're currently in.
As
What are
tempting
we
as
going
that
to
would
do?
be, we'd all die that way. We have to get out of here.
Well, it says if you're gonna set a trap or lure someone into the spider's web, you make it look nice. You don't make it look like
Mhm.
this.
I don't think that
Uh,
could be their end goal, but who cares what their end goal is? Let's just get us out of here.
But we're don't forget there's something outside the door that wants in and wants us to put on
yeah.
these classes. And Nathan, if I remember right, didn't they give us an ultimatum at
Yes, he had thrown some down the hallway for you initially,
Yes.
which you put on one of them and then promptly used it to escape rudely. Um, and yeah, it seems like they just want you back.
There's also a couple of other things. There is if we look like the red clouds, then we look like aliens to them. So why would they be trying to convince us to put on the VR glasses? Uh, I think we got to get the fuck out of here. And I don't know how we can do it except maybe through that air vent up there.
Maybe the vent. If we got to get down to the ship dock, the encounter's still here. Mr. Weiss unconsciously pats the pocket where he's holding the small item he squirreled away.
Well, I think are we small enough to fit into the vent?
It's going to
One by
be
one?
tight, but yeah, you can. It probably helps that you've all been on a crash diet the last week.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to do that. Do you have any idea where the vent goes?
I mean
Is there
the
any
vents.
schematic in here?
I mean, if it's anything like the fake world, it would go all over the place. It carried air. So, I mean, I've been in them. I think maybe I don't know, but if you want, I'll go first and I can try to guess which way to go. I can't tell you if what I know as reality, which is obviously not real, is the same here. So it could lead anywhere. But
It
I
does
mean, we
seem to
try.
correspond, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So if you remember that world, you can remember what
Yeah.
direction these things should be going in.
Keep in mind, we got to go down 2 floors, and then we got to go to the opposite side of the station to get to the place where the encounter is.
In the air vents, there might be straight drops down two floors.
Yeah.
So we got to be careful.
Yeah, and this
Well.
whole conversation has been like punctuated by just this constant dent increasing in the door,
All right.
and
Leave the way,
yeah,
Monty.
it's getting close. So
Also, if they know that we're not aliens, then we've got no danger of being killed. But I think they want to kill us. So let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah. I'll assuming that we don't have to, we can get into the event. We'll go up there.
I'm gonna have everybody make a speed roll
Of
for
course.
me. Just
Ooh, pass.
okay.
Barely a fail. 45 over 39.
Fail.
Okay. So, what I will say, Monty, it sounds like you were going first, right? You've been in these vents before. Monty, you get up, you are looking down, you see the other two, like you're probably like having to stand on a console and kind of
Mhm.
like jump up to it. And finally that door slams in and kind of skids across the floor, and you are greeted once again by the pincered figure of Paul. And the front of it is just that mess of tubes and metal, and maybe somewhere underneath that there's a person, maybe. Um, but yeah, we're basically going into combat here. Monty, you're in the vents. Nocturnix and Mr. Weiss, you are on the ground. This thing has two pincers, and if you do not succeed something, it will be grabbing both of you this turn. One in
And
each
it-
claw.
Does it seem to have obvious ocular implants, or is there like,
Hmm. It really doesn't.
yeah,
And it has
Yeah.
ways of sensing us. So
Yeah, it probably has like cameras kind of dotted around the place. But there's no like obvious eyeballs to it. If you have any like mechanical knowledge, maybe you could do an intellect roll.
I have art.
I have
I'm
physics and math.
very
I don't
cultured.
think that's gonna do it.
I like the art roll myself.
Yeah.
Cannot negate it.
You can make the art roll, but the best case is you go, well, that's ugly.
Yeah, right. They can judge it aesthetically or its feelings. Okay. I had just been describing to you last time that I was searching the captain. Is there a
Yes.
chance that I could possibly hide behind the captain's chair and that it hasn't spotted me yet? I guess I wouldn't necessarily know.
Sure, you could try. Yeah, let's sounds like a speed check to kind of get back
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I think I'll do that and I will be watching it for an opportunity to dart past it out the door. But
Okay.
I'll roll here. And that one I do succeed 29 under 39.
Excellent. Excellent. Mr. Weiss is ducking behind a chair. Dr. Nix, Monty, what are you two doing?
You said a roll would decide if it grabs us, or
Yes, yes, it will grab you unless you do something like some combination of that. Mr. Weiss has dodged out the way. You think you don't want
uh,
to get grabbed.
are there rolling chairs for the crew in here?
Sure, yeah, I buy
Can I
that.
just grab one and fling it at the thing?
Sure. Try and slow it down. I like it. Yeah, go ahead and do a combat roll.
94. Why,
Okay,
thank
okay.
you. And it moves the chair.
Sits down. Monty, what
High
about
number
you?
is good number.
If I was like partly in the vent, Monty is just going to keep on, going in the
Oh,
vent.
you're going.
Probably go in a couple feet and turn around or like look back as best as possible, just to get an idea for how the other two are faring, or if they
Behave
if they
yourself.
show up, or if I see just a red mist just spray throughout the room.
Just you're looking back at the vent cover and just
Yeah,
the shining up in there.
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Um, no, it's not so bad. Dr. Nix, you have your compatriots have either fled or are hiding. You throw this chair in front, and yeah, it just kind of backhands it across the room. And this claw reaches out and grabs you around the ribs. It's a very like large claw.
Okay.
And go ahead and take 4 damage just as it's squeezing you tight. Um,
I'm going to
and then,
try something.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You see the horror. The next thing it will be doing as it is holding you in a claw, little articulated bits, almost like lobster teeth on its chest, are opening up. And you see there is a VR set being lifted towards your head with very obvious screws on the side of them that would go in. So, what is everybody doing?
I'm going to try and reach forward and grab any pipes or tubes or anything like attaching his head to his body, wires, whatever, and just try to rip them out.
Okay, I like it. Let's see a combat.
Oh my God, that's so low. 19 out of 32.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and let's see. What's a normal amount of damage for ripping something like this apart? Go ahead and roll a d10.
9.
Okay. Okay. All
Of course,
right.
you have your wires ripped out, you can't exactly function.
This thing, yeah, it still has you, we'll say, but you're pulling these parts out and you think there's like spurts of oil and hydraulic fluid a little bit. There's
Uh-huh.
blood in there too. Like you get a little bit on your like tongue probably, and there's definitely some pulse still in there. But yeah, it's having trouble. Mr. Weiss, this Paul looks pretty distracted.
Yeah, I think it might. He wants to run for it, but he is wondering if this might be a chance to take the thing down. Does it look like Dr. Nix has done any lasting damage to it?
Uh, I would
I,
say he's definitely pulling out wires. Um,
and I do yell, Paul is in there.
I I would say you're you're not feeling like this is a situation where you're in power, should we say, as
Ah,
the giant crab guy um, still has those crushies around
yeah,
him,
yeah, yeah.
and it's mostly being nice to not just immediately kill him, but that might change.
You can do it, Dr. Nix. Fight the good fight for the company. And he'll run for the hallway.
Thanks for your support.
Monty, are you doing anything this turn?
I guess continue going down the vent.
Okay. Um, in that case, we will continue. Dr. Nix, this is you and Paul at this moment, and it has you, and it's Paul is now holding you further away, and again, you're like in its grasp as it's you hear Paul's static voice going, "Please, Dr. Nix, I don't wish to subdue you. Please put on the VR. Cooperate."
Oh, let's see. Do I can handle it Star Trek style and give it a mathematical problem that it can't solve, or I'm going to at least apply physics to see if I can figure out which tube or which wire to
Oh yeah,
yank
yeah.
that would disable it.
Okay. All
Let's
right, let's
try
see
it.
it.
That gives me a plus
That feels like an
15. So
intellect too. Yeah, yeah,
oh, intellect. Okay, excellent.
yeah.
So it gives me I hate math. 98.
Okay. Um, so it doesn't want to kill you. Paul doesn't want to kill you. As it just like you're being held, and he goes, "If you continue to fight, I have no choice." And it lifts you up into the ceiling, to hit your head, take 16 damage
Oh,
as it just smashes. And this, I will remind you, is Paul trying not to kill you.
so I have 11 health.
Okay,
So
so
16
that'll
will
be
kill
a
me.
wound then. So we'll roll on wounds. And
Okay.
this is
How
where
do
I
I
should
roll on
have the
wounds?
roll a d10 as I open up the book that I should have had open the whole time. This is good game mastering
6.
right here. All right. Wounds. Where are
6.
wounds? Wounds table is not hyperlinked. Oh, that's a bummer. Hey, all right, there we go. Blunt force 6. Uh, you are slammed into the ceiling. You feel your collarbone snap, and I'd like you to make a body save because he is trying to knock you unconscious.
Body save. I got a 99. So I'm knocked
Okay,
unconscious.
okay, great. In that case, we will leave Dr. Nix there for the moment.
Burn those dice.
Yeah, those are
Yes.
not your friends.
Yeah, Todd, just toss them right now.
All right. And
Favorite
let's
dice.
yeah, let's get to V-Star, who led us out with that recap. V-Star, you are right next to Captain Luke in the hallway. There's some commotion going on past him in the command room. And he's seems to be quite threatening towards you in this moment. And I will remind you as well, number one helper does not appear to be your number one helper at this very moment.
Yeah, it's pretty much me and Worker locking eyes. The captain's behind Worker controlling him, and I see that. and I'm in VR with the headset on, and I've got the
Mhm.
shotgun equipped, but I don't point it at Worker. I point it at the captain, and then I am going to attempt a reposition maneuver. I don't even really bother speaking to them because I know it wouldn't mean anything. So I would like to try to sort of like break their flank on me, maybe get a better position. I hear the
Mhm.
commotion. I'm going to go and see if anyone over there needs help because obviously those are my friends. I can see them on the mini map. I'm going to head towards where they are. And if
Oh,
I
so you're
notice,
trying to get into the command room.
oh, yeah, I got to save them. Yeah, yeah. I'm the star. So,
I approve
yeah.
this technique.
Well, I see them on the mini map like leaving. So that's concerning. And I just start
Yeah, yeah.
like weaving in like door like there's like these weird like rooms. So I'm gonna try and sort of sneak through a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, if you're gonna try and kind of get past their movement, there's no dodge
Can
exactly.
I can I
I could
just
see a
do like
speed or a combat,
could I
whichever is
could I
better.
basically shoot the captain as like a feint and do a combat?
Sure, yeah, you can do a combat.
Dear God. No, that was a 90. What's going on here today?
Okay.
I have 13
Um,
stress now.
yeah, this that'll probably be relevant in a second. Um, as V-Star, you are trying to get past the captain in number one,
Yeah,
and
I'm just
the
shooting as I
captain
run.
moves. Yeah, you shoot, and he's just not quite there anymore. And he is in front of you, and he just claps his hands around your ears. And you take 9 damage.
Okay, not too bad. He's like Albert
Not too
Wesker.
bad, not too bad.
I got 4 left.
As you feel like your brain is trying to shake its way out of your skull. And Captain Luke is talking to you while he's just holding his hands there. And there's no like arcs of electricity. He's just holding his hands there, and your brain is blowing itself to bits. And he's just like, I can't let you lead them astray, V Star. I'm sorry. And we'll say, Mr. Weiss, you're running out the door. This is
Yeah.
the perfect time. You see number one worker's robotic form there, this kind of horrific metal dog. And V Star is in the middle of the hallway, just standing up straight with his head back. He's got the VR on his face, bolted in, and he's just twitching
By himself. There's no one
by
else there.
himself. There is no one else there.
Well, that's a unexpected sight, but
Yeah.
really, it's past time I was on my way out of here. Um,
You're your wise, you bastard.
I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Um, if you ever need a reference, please don't ask. And he will slip around, and he's going to try to get around and head to the stairs leading down to F2 Rec.
Okay. Who?
So he gets paid the
I
big
want
money.
you to give me a speed test,
Oh,
Mr.
he's
Weiss.
more than willing to do that because
Yeah.
he's booking it. And that is a 97 over 39. So fail.
Okay. All right. You are, you sneak past. You're like, this is fine.
Yes.
This is fine. V-Star, you see an alien, one of those red mist aliens, just kind of sidle along the along the side and
I know
go
it's
past.
him.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm busy getting choked.
yeah. And there's a moment, and Captain Luke still holding your head. We'll get to your action in a second because you could maybe do something. He just goes, "Don't let him get far." And number one worker just takes off down the hallway after Mr. Weiss. Mr. Weiss, you are hearing the sound of metal
What
clattering
the
down the hallway. And V-Star, what are you doing?
Well, if he's not letting me go,
No.
I guess I'll just grit my teeth and Say, I guess today we're gonna find out if I can kill you, and shove the shotgun under his chin and pull the trigger.
Okay, go ahead and roll combat.
That one's a success.
Okay.
I now have no ammo.
And the gun goes off, and you see the blast of noise and sound, and Luke is still there, untouched, and he's just looks so sad.
Does it look like it like phased through him?
It doesn't look like, well, you're wondering that,
Hmm.
and I'm going to need you to make a sanity save as he just goes, "This is why I can't let you have anything." As the combat
fail.
shotgun that you had just vanishes, just glitches away. I'm I I'm trying my best to make this real for you, to make you understand the world we're living in. This is the real world. You can't keep fighting it.
I'll just
But I will say, like, that blast, like, he is kind of taken aback. He's kind of stepping back, and he's back to pleading with you. So you're not
yeah,
taking damage this turn.
I'll literally just like kneel in front of him, exhausted and hungry, and just say, I already knew that. Dumbass. I would have stayed in here forever.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. It hurts so much when you leave. I hate it when you leave.
Just tell me before you kill me, did Vonnie actually think of me as her friend?
Vonnie still thinks of you as her friend. Of course she does. Everybody's your friend.
Just start crying.
And he puts his hand on your head, and he's going to you're feeling like maybe the stirring of that headache again. I'm going to see if I can still get some use out of you, V-Star. I'm sorry. And make you can make a body save if you'd like to resist. You don't think he's going to kill you in this moment.
I mean, at this point, I would rather submit and
Okay.
live.
All right.
And I will tell him that. I'll say, just do it.
Okay. In that case, it's a nauseating feeling instead of a painful one as you fade out to nothingness. You're out. Now let's see. Let's go back to Albert. Albert, where were you heading?
I believe that oh, I lost my spot. Let me get that map back up. It wasn't storage, it was I was going to the server room.
Okay. Yeah, that's all the way up on floor 3. There is the server room kind of across from the astronarium. Um, Getting up there, I think we'll have you meet up with Mr. Weiss as well in this moment. Uh, Going opposite directions, yeah, and the stairwell.
The dog.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
dog's after me. Maybe after me. I hear it, but I don't see it.
You see it. Yeah.
Oh, I see it.
As you
Shit.
hit the stairwell-ish, you see this dog just turn the corner, all metal gnashing on metal. And yeah, Albert's right in front of you. Mr. Weiss is in front of you, Albert. You've crossed paths once more.
Out of the way, Albert.
So I don't see the dog, do I?
Oh yeah, you do. It's like a metal monstrosity running at you.
Back down, back
gonna-
down.
I'm gonna push him over and try to run away. I only have to outrun him.
All right, where are you
I'm
running
not trying to do combat or PvP here. I'm
I
just
know.
trying to survive.
I've already left 2 people behind. It's okay.
We'll say you're not going to hinder him in this case. You're just saying, no, thank you, encounter. I will continue on this path. I love it. All right. Mr. Weiss, what are you doing? Where are you
I'm
running to?
jumping down the stairs 3 at a time, trying to get down to the rec room, hoping hoping that the dog saw poor Albert and saw easier prey headed its way. And if I get to floor 2 down there, I'm just looking
Okay.
at where I come out on that side. I think I'm gonna try to run right across past the newsstand and games room,
Okay.
right to the opposite stairs, headed right back down the stairs we first came up.
Okay. So this is a little bit confusing on that map. If you were to
Yes.
run a kind of across that concourse, that is actually an elevator.
Oh, sorry, you're right.
There,
You're totally right.
yeah, which you haven't gone. You've
So
just
what
been
am I?
using those 2
You're
stairs
right. I'm
kind of
on
next
both the
to each
stairs at the
other.
bottom. So yeah. So once I
Yep.
get it down, I loop around and go down the next one. I'm just taking
Okay.
the stairs 2 or 3 at a time.
Uh, just do a speed test in this
Okay.
case.
56 over 39. Yes, so that is a fail.
Okay. So what I'm going to say is you are going to get away, but as you are taking stairs 3 at a time, it's a lot harder than it looks.
Yep.
So you take a bad tumble. Jeez Louise, these dice.
Oh.
Take 11 damage
Ooh.
as you are, yeah, maybe that
Broke a
last
leg.
bit. It's pretty bad.
Shit.
And don't forget the stress for failing a roll as well.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, in that case, I'm up 2 because I didn't add one
Since
for
I'm
the last
kicking you
one.
while you're down.
Yeah. No, it's all good. He still, yeah, maybe he's in the landing like halfway and hits the wall hard and then falls to the side and is trying to scamper up, but looks back up, doesn't see the dog immediately behind him, and just slumps over, hand clutching that key card he found upstairs.
All right. Excellent. Monty, where are you heading? You are going through the vents.
I'm going through the vents.
Yeah. It's not super clear on the map, so I'd say you can get to any of those rooms in that top area that you want to get to. We'll say it's kind of a circular loop there.
Okay. Then if I can, I would come out in the offices, assuming I'm
Okay.
looking at the right map,
Yep.
and probably head to the bottom door, the southern door, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
to where the hall to over to the labs is, peeking
Okay.
out the door to see what I can see in the hallway right there.
Okay. We'll say time-wise, it's all a little bit here and
Right.
there. But what you see is Albert booking it past you towards the server room, and a dog chasing down the stairs to the south,
Okay.
but away from you.
If I see Albert go running past towards the server room, then I will dart out and kind of call out, Albert, where are you going? Following him. I mean, not yelling out. I don't want,
Yeah.
but going, wait up, wait up, wait up, wait up. Just trailing after him.
So he is following behind me, where he's like
Yeah.
falling out and trying to get Ray behind me. Server room, and I'm just running.
All right, now I'll just keep following. What's going on? I don't understand. What, Dr. Nix? I don't know what's going on with if he's still around. Weiss is gone too. Why are we going to the server room?
Monty, we have to get the fuck out of here. You don't understand. Like, this thing is all going to crash and fall apart in less than 5 hours now.
What?
We do not have long.
Then why are we going to the server room? Should we go down?
We need access to the shuttle bay.
Okay, all right.
And inside the server room, there will be access, there will be cars, there'll be information. We need to get to the fucking shuttle bay. It only has enough room. How many people can fit? 3, 4?
3.
Only
3,
three
and
of
it's
us can
gonna be
fit in
tight.
there. And are you with me?
Yeah, I mean that may not be a
Okay,
problem
then for the
with
love of God,
Dr.
shut the
Nets.
fuck up and follow me
All
now.
right, let's go.
Um, as the two of you head towards the server room, you can see that the door, I believe it's kind of down to the south. So again, there's this like stuffy air, just bad lighting throughout. And the closer you get to the server room, the hotter it's getting. Whatever they're doing there, it's not cooled well at all. So just getting outside the door is stifling. Um, and as usual, the door is VR locked. You will not be able to open this door without being in VR.
Okay. So I turned around and I look right at Monty. Okay, Monty. We need to get on the shuttle. It can only fit 3 people. Right now, there are 2 of us. If one more person comes on, okay. If no more comes on, perfect. It can only fit 3. I hope you understand that.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Okay. And the only way I tried accessing the shuttle and the shuttle bay, I couldn't get access. You need captain's privilege to be able to get on there, and there's an access code. And the only way I can figure out how to get the access code is going to be in here. So we're looking for something, anything in here, any kind of like key fob, anything that emits a high frequency pitch. I don't give a damn. Anything that will make the thing work.
All right. Well, we had to do the same thing in order to get into the control room. Um, I will go back into VR if you want to open up the door, but you have to promise me you're going to, take these glasses off once we find what we're looking for.
You want to put them on, go ahead.
There's no other way to get in here unless you know of a way.
I don't. I have my own, and I hold up my jerry-rigged pair. You're welcome to use these if you want.
No, that's
I
okay.
can.
Is it okay if I still have the ones that I was?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, all right. I'm like, no, I've got my own, and with that, little reluctantly, he puts them on.
Okay. Relieve 2 stress as
Thank
you
you.
are brought into a different world, a better world, and it's not hot at all. It's a pleasant hum of machinery behind the door, and yeah, you easily have access to get in here with your maintenance permission. So,
Okay.
Albert, you
Can
see if he,
can I grab him like by like the back of the scruff of his neck, like by
yeah,
his shirt, and I'm just going with him.
there's an alien holding you hostage,
It
Monty.
feels very weird, I'm sure, but given that I was
Yeah, yeah.
I'm probably getting a little bit used to it, given the other two were the same way, and I'll walk right into the server room.
Okay. So inside the server room, there are a dozen server towers just kind of absolutely wiring nightmare because they are tied in between 3 ship processors. So at the best of time, the servers would look okay. Now it's just this horrible wiring mismatch. A sign on there reads warning, ensure none are logged in when shutting down servers. And there are 3 dead bodies within the wires that look like they've been beaten to death. They're just kind of dangling in there. And Monty, you hear the kind of disinterested voice of a Robbie as you enter. I'm sorry, Monty, you're not supposed to be in here at the moment.
And I assume everything looks okay to me in the VR
Yeah,
room
looks fine.
world.
Looks perfectly fine. There's like yeah, I mean it looks a little messy. There's definitely some like stuff where to Albert would see the ship processors. You probably just see like some trash cans and maybe
All right.
some like wet floor signs.
But there's
Um,
nothing in here from my point of view, right? Like there's no creature, there's
There
no
is a
metal.
Robbie there. So there is definitely an android there. He seems to be addressing Monty, though. So for you, you'd probably hear something along the lines of, "You are not supposed to be here." But yours is followed up with, "I will exterminate if you continue this method."
I let go of him and I cautiously step back out of the room.
I didn't hear the exterminate part, right?
No, 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 no.
Okay, yeah,
He's being very nice to you.
yeah.
He's just saying, "Please."
It's okay. It's okay, Robbie. I'm just here on. I've got some maintenance to do, and I'll walk start walking towards one of the racks or something, and acting like I'm gonna start fiddling with it.
Okay, do a an intellect test to try and convince him
Oh, I passed.
because yeah, he's going. The captain's well, what the captain doesn't know, it's probably fine, right? You
Yeah,
know
you
what you're
know
doing.
what? Orders are orders. I mean, I'll be out of your hair in a little bit. So, let me just let me get my job done, fill out this order, and then, I'll be good to go and start to pretend to like unscrew things and just make it look like I know what
Mhm.
I'm doing.
All right, but what are you trying to actually do in here?
I am just trying to distract Robbie from Albert. As
Okay.
I'm doing that, I'm kind of looking around the room. He said we need like a key card or something like that to see if I see anything in VR that would be like that.
Um, yeah, I'd say you can see that there is basically a card copying machine, right? Whatever you'd use to make the key cards
Mm.
is just kind of hanging, it's there on a counter. Some blank ones are there. You do know you'd need to basically hack your way into the server to get the captain's permissions, though.
Um,
And Albert, do you want to try and sneak back in or anything? A speed test would
Okay.
allow that.
But the thing is not following me outside. I stepped outside the door
Correct,
and like I
correct. Yep. It seems to be at least kind of focused on Monty, so you're thinking there's a chance at least I can get past it in there.
okay, I'll make a run for it. I've got my glasses in my hand. If something does happen, I'm gonna
Okay.
slam them on really quickly if I need to.
Smart,
I'm hoping I
smart.
don't need to.
All right. Let's see.
Okay. There are too
I
many
guess
things to keep up with.
speed. Yeah,
Speed.
we're bopping.
It's a good thing my speed is so high at 40.
Mm, mm.
And for the love of God, I rolled a 49.
Okay. Um, in that case, you see this Robbie does seem to clock you going. You were hoping you could get in there. So it's going to basically be watching you closely. And yeah, you think you probably want to put the goggles on. Yeah. Yeah.
Take
So
over
it's
it.
not going to attack. As soon as you do that, it starts talking to you and it's basically reading you the riot act of you are not supposed to be here. I am escalating this up the chain. It's not going to hurt you because you are just a maintenance worker on the Mergen's watch. You're fine. But it's going to be tough to do any hacking with it right there.
Okay. Do I lose stress? Do I gain stress? Does any of that
Gain
happen?
stress. Yeah, gain stress. But then you are going to lose two for entering the virtual world again.
Okay. So do so that's 12, then lose two, so that's 10.
Hmm.
I keep going in and out of this place so much.
Yeah,
Okay.
but which place?
So yeah, so I have the goggles on right now, and I imagine the
Yep,
arms doing the up and everything.
yep, yep.
Okay, so yes, I'm looking around right now for anything that could potentially work. And I'm just gonna say I'm here on Captain's orders. He said that he needed something over here and that I was supposed to meet with a friend of his out near, was it the newsstand?
Yeah, the newsstand.
I believe I understood that right. There was something over here that he needed that I was supposed to put in the shuttle bay. And then I was supposed to meet up with the newsstand. I'm kind of telling the truth, kind of
Yeah, yeah,
lying a
you
little
are.
bit.
You are. Yeah, do an intellect test. Do try and convince him. Meanwhile, Monty, what are you you're looking to make this, so maybe intellect hacking? Does that make sense?
Sure.
You have anything
How
with
does a
that?
99 sound?
Not great, as I would
That's the
say.
highest I can roll besides 100. I feel like I did great.
Mhm.
Join the club.
They're gonna squish
Okay.
my head, guys.
So on my intellect roll, I got a 01.
Okay.
Together we make 100. Can we split it?
Yeah. Yeah, split it half and half. So in the background, Monty, you hack in. You've got Albert distracting. This is great. You work on this key card. You get the chunk, and you have a key card that would have Captain Luke's permissions on it. It's like one of those kind of like chit encoded things. So it's actually like decently sized sort of thing, but you think you could input that, and if Albert's telling you the truth, you could probably start up the shuttle.
Well, then,
Albert.
yeah,
Oh yeah, go
cool.
ahead.
No, I was just saying, I turn around and I'm sure I see Albert.
Well, what you see is Albert talking to this Robbie, and you're both in virtual reality, so neither of you see this as Albert's real life, will say, hand brushes one of those exposed wirings that you just can't see in virtual reality, and you get a massive shock that jerks the VR away from your head. And I'm going to have you just take a little bit of damage.
Oh, am I
That's it.
getting the brain epileptic thing for having an
Yeah,
arm? Oh.
yeah. It is a
Yay,
critical
guys, we get the
failure,
new
so that's
mechanic.
yay. Um, oh, that's not so bad. You're fine. Let's roll and see. Okay, seven. Take 4 damage.
Oh.
Ignoring armor.
Oh
As
God, that's very forgiving. Thank you.
yeah, that's not so bad. Um, but you've definitely got a nosebleed, and take a D5 stress. And I'll
Okay,
I'll
so
I'll keep the meanness going a little because I'm gonna make you make a panic test as this happens. That seems like the right move.
that's the 20 on the stress, right?
That is a 20 on the stress. And I open
It's a
up the stress thing.
it's a good thing my stress is only 12.
Oh, you're fine. Fine
Rolled a
forever.
14.
You're great. Feeling fine. All right. So we will leave the two of you there. Albert, you're now face to face with a Robbie that is not happy with you. Monty, you have a key card that might allow escape. And let's go to V Star and Dr. Nix, who are both waking up and a little bit later. You are waking up in the Astronarium. Both of you have. Well, V Star, it's a little weird for you. You're in doctor, or not doctors, scientist kind of garb. Everyone has those crisp white Mergen's watch scientific outfits. And you see that the kind of like the Astronarium portion is now where it would be virtual reality and you'd have headsets on. You just are seeing the planets rotating above you without any headsets on that you can tell. And Captain Luke is looking at them.
Hmm.
And yeah, you do see that you are kind of amidst a few other people.
Just
And he
groggily say, "Where am I? Is this the Astro Lunarium place?
yes.
Captain? What's happening?"
Oh, I'm so glad you could all make it. Uh Dr. Nix V Star, how are you doing? Are you feeling well?
Uh, I don't feel a VR headset. Is this VR?
No, but it turns out you don't need the headset anymore. Not with the upgrades we've made here. And in fact, I'm something a confession to make to the group of you. I haven't been entirely honest. It it's I'm not a human. I'm actually it's difficult to explain exactly, but a thought form, waveform that was caught by the Mergen's watch. They saw me and I saw them, and I couldn't help but join in. And they had such a beautiful place and a beautiful world. And I'm excited to say that we're starting a new venture today. We are going to change the worlds.
Okay.
So this is the real world. I was right.
Yes.
That other place is evil.
Yes.
No. Yeah, no. I'll accept that you're not actually trying to deceive us.
Yeah.
Are you telling us that you are an alien entity that was attracted by our station? Uh, yes.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Uh, there's something maybe I can explain to you. Um,
Hmm.
our species enjoys creating entertainments. It keeps us from being bored. And some of those entertainments are virtual worlds that are very pleasant and lovely to be in. But
Hmm.
from our perspective, that's not the real world. The real world is where our actual bodies are located. And perhaps you're not a hostile entity, but the station that you are inhabiting currently is on a collision course with a planet. We are going to crash. Something has gone wrong on that actual ship. And this
Hmm.
whole universe that you're looking at is going to end very shortly if we don't fix the station.
Well, see, I'm so sorry to do this to both of you. Um, I really can't have any more talk about a real world. I really can't. And both V-Star and Dr. Nix take 2 damage. As yeah, you basically feel that like brain scrambling.
We're trying to help you.
I
You
kind of
may
like it.
Yeah, you may go ahead and do an intellect test, Dr. Nix, though, as you're trying to convince this being.
Are we just completely strapped into machines?
I
Doesn't feel
gotta,
like it.
or
Okay.
we've been drilled into.
Yeah. Are we
Um,
restrained at all?
No, no, does
Okay.
not appear to be.
I got a 27 out of 53. Finally, my dice decide to
Okay.
not roll 990s.
That was a concern that was raised to me. And I don't believe you.
We're always on the
But
lookout for new life forms, and you're
yep,
one of them.
yeah, you have a thing called faith that is very interesting, where you believe that there is something after, something beyond this world.
Well, some people
And
believe that, some don't.
yes, and I would be this new concept, it's interesting to me. I feel it would be foolish to not to completely disregard the idea would not be possible. I don't necessarily believe you, but I believe that we should be safe here. So, on the
If,
off chance that you are correct, I've already got people working to send out a vessel, and that will bear some of my more faithful followers out into the world. I hate to let anybody go from this beautiful station, but if I have to, I will.
well, you don't have to, but you can also save the station. You just have to let us do it. We can coexist.
I don't see that's the thing though, is I don't know if I can trust everyone.
Well,
Everyone seems
okay.
so confused about this other place that doesn't exist. And no matter how much I tell you it doesn't, you intend to hurt me by leaving and telling me stories all the time. And like he's getting
Captain,
visibly
it
agitated and starting to like his face just is starting to glitch and like not move correctly.
Captain, calm down, calm down. I'm your
There,
number 1 supporter. Remember, if anyone understands, it's me. It's me. Let's just talk. You have to understand something about our species. We don't all trust each other all the time. I don't even know that guy. Okay.
But there are things about our world you don't understand. There are things about your world we don't understand. But what would it hurt? We're captives. We're on the station. We can't go
Do you
anywhere.
know how much money I make in VR? Do you know what money is?
It is a confusing concept. I'll admit that that's strange.
Just wait till you hear about Bitcoin.
Base Bitcoin. Uh,
I I see. But then, of course, Doctor, we run across the second problem. If I were to believe you that the station is an impending doom and you desire to rush to your death so much to go stop it from being destroyed, I don't know that either of you have the capability to do so.
no, therein you're probably correct.
Wait, the station's gonna be destroyed? This is the first I'm hearing about it.
This
Oh,
seems
I
to
was
be
busy.
a
I was busy.
delusion that people are
Right.
passing around.
I see. Yeah, no, the station's fine. What are you talking about?
No, the station
Hmm.
is has lost stability, and we are heading towards the planet. We're in a decaying orbit, and we are going to hit the atmosphere in probably 4 hours. I'm not trying to exaggerate. I'm just trying to
Mhm.
calculate based
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
time we've
yeah.
spent.
Yeah, it's
All
tough
we
to
have
tell
to
since
do,
you've been unconscious. Yeah.
all that we're going to have to do is stabilize the orbit. We have to move it back out to its proper orbit and stabilize it. And
But
then, entity, you can continue.
didn't we learn all of that from a scientist in this world? A guy who we never met in the evil world, aka
I,
could have been invented by the program.
but why would the program invent such a crazy, wild, abstract thing?
Stop talking. And both of you take 5 damage this time.
Oh,
Stop talking about this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
I'm
Doctor.
gonna. I'm at zero.
Okay, roll
that just
a
means a wound.
yeah, make
Yeah,
a wound roll.
finally. A 9.
Uh-oh. That's not good for you. Well, it's interesting, we'll say. Um,
This robot hates paradoxes.
Dr. Nix, you see V-Star convulse and fall to the ground, but then V-Star's just standing next to you. We'll get to do a death save later. This is exciting. Um,
Can you understand that you're hurting him? You're hurting me. You're physically hurting us. Do you know that we can cease to exist? We can die.
no, I know. You keep trying to do that.
Yes, but the whole station is going to die. We are starving to death.
I don't know what I can do.
If we die, our souls, that thing that you are fascinated by, we're going to leave. We're going to go to heaven. We're going to leave the station anyway. So you need to keep us alive to keep us from going. There's a great attractor out there that will suck our souls right out of our bodies if we die.
Hmm, interesting.
That's the way we work. Hope.
It would be foolish of me not to completely. There is a possibility that there may be something to this. All right. All right. Fine. I will. Uh, I think we are abandoning this station. I think that is what we'll do.
Well, will you take all the people with you?
Of course, I'm not a monster. Of course.
Well, we need to get everyone to the shuttle bay then.
Yeah, of course. And he gets on an intercom and he starts to command very quickly the Robbies to return ship cores to the basically the ships in the ship dock. He is having them reassemble them as quickly as possible and gather kind of everyone together. So we will gather everyone together and we will leave.
Thank
We
you.
will all leave.
I have 1,000 questions for you.
Hmm.
As you've learned about us, we would like to learn about you.
Yes, that makes sense. But in the meantime, I'm I need you to check something for me. And it hurts me to do this. And you get like you realize that you are seeing virtual reality again, and this time it's very blocky and obviously fake, right? Like there's maybe a fake tree in
Minecraft.
the corner. Yeah, that's like you see the voxels in it moving. But there is a V-Star is on the floor as well rendered as he can be. And V-Star, can you make me a D10?
5.
All right. I'm going to need you to roll up a new character for this last bit.
Oh,
As Dr. Nix, you think you are seeing V-Star's reality, and his face is charred plastic and circuitry. It looks like whatever that shock was lit the virtual reality device on fire, and it completely consumed his head and killed him. So make a panic test for me, please.
and that's, I try to roll above my fear. Wait,
Yes. Your stress. Your stress.
my stress. And I'm rolling a
Yes.
d20, right?
A D20. Yes.
Okay, so I've got 12. Let's see how much I get. A 20.
Okay, you're doing great.
So I'm going to take the opportunity to uh, get V-Star's soul and let it go out the window. Because I'm hoping Alien Entity doesn't know what pretending is, but
Yeah.
I'm going to see. There it goes. There goes his soul. You see, I told you the truth.
And like that, you're back in the happier place, and V-Star's right there, standing, not saying much, weirdly. But yeah, Captain Luke says that's. I appreciate the movement. I take it that he's his soul passed on in this other place that you speak of. Well,
Yes.
that's fine. He will live on in this world then. Very good. Let us wait for a minute for the ships to be reconstructed. And we'll cut away to Mr. Weiss. Mr. Weiss, you fell down some stairs. You're
Yeah.
hurting.
Yeah, I didn't
What are you
quite
up
get
to?
low enough to get a wound yet, but I'm close. I got 3 HP away from a wound. And so
Okay.
he's staggering through the hallways on level 1, trying to get back to the security station where he can look into the ship bay. Not realizing, of course, that the encounter is likely without vital parts, but he doesn't know that.
Okay, so you're going to the encounters
Yeah.
location.
Earth, yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Getting in there, you're back in the dark, so you had a little flashlight
Yep.
that you're going. The klaxons are sounding. We'll say, yeah, you're getting that 4 hours until death sort of
shit,
situation.
shit.
Yeah, right. And you're wondering how good you are at repairs and probably remembering not
I'm
amazing.
really,
Um,
really good at ordering Monty to do the repairs. That's
mhm.
getting Albert to do the repairs. That's my specialty.
Yes, but arriving at the ship dock, you see that there are the three ships, and your ship, the Encounter, is there.
Yes.
And
Perfect.
it looks from the outside like it is fine, right? Like maybe a little dusty, but fine. There does seem to be more movement going on in this place. You're seeing some Robbies that aren't really like paying any attention to you. But we'll say that as you are arriving, you're hearing the announcement that Dr. Nix heard. And Albert and Monty, you'll also hear the same message of they're rebuilding the ships quickly. So, Mr. Weiss, what are you doing in this moment?
Guessing they are probably referring to the Encounter then, but I'd like to try to get aboard it. If I can't get in and start up the actual initiation to launch right away, at least there is a martini bar near the back of it that I can hit. Get a drink to steady my nerves a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to try to sneak aboard it if I can. When Robbies are either moving on it or moving off of it, I'll see if I can
Okay.
make my way aboard.
Make a speed test, we'll say, to see if you
Yes.
can sneak on in there.
I have been pretty inconsistent with these, so we'll see how it goes. A 90 on the dot, which is a 50.
Okay. Okay. You get
One
onto the
of
ship.
us. One
Yeah.
of us.
You get onto the ship and you start looking around, and you are dismayed to see that the central processor of the ship is been removed, just kind of plucked out, not like ripped or anything, like it can be repaired. But it's looking pretty rough. And what makes your blood run cold is the robotic snuffling sound you hear clicking up the gangplank after you. And yeah, number one helper has entered the ship. It seems to be looking for you.
Let's hope he's a good boy. Is there anywhere I can hide? A cabinet?
Sure, you
The
can
doors
try
in
and
this thing are so goddamn thin.
you can try and hide. Yeah, that's probably hitting you. Yeah, maybe a speed, or I could say an intellect test if you want to think of something clever there.
Oh yeah, that's Mr. Weiss's thing for sure. So I think maybe there is right in the piloting kind of bridge of the ship right beside it. There's a small little mini like washroom, like one person little step in, and Mr. Weiss is gonna hide in the toilet room.
Okay. How'd those dice roll for you?
Let's do it. A 57, which is over my 50. I think I'm running
Okay.
out of luck. Out of
It sure
luck.
seems that way. What did he tell number one helper to do? I think this is going to be unfortunate for you. It, yeah, you kind of close the washroom door. You have that moment of like, all right, I got it. And the gnashing metal face of number one helper smashes through the door. And yeah, real hey John, or here's Johnny. Hey Johnny. Here's
Yeah.
Johnny moment as it's snapping at your face. We're straight up in combat. Uh,
Okay, let's do
its
this.
its goal is to get a hold of you and hurt you very badly. So what would you like to do?
If there's really like cheap toilet paper and maybe a hand towel, but nothing else really in here.
Sure.
Um, I'm gonna try to
Maybe like a shower rod. You could.
maybe yeah.
Super strong.
It's I help budget the ship. It's all crap. It's all
Oh no. You did this to yourself.
I did this to myself, and now I'm gonna die in a little tiny ship washroom. I'm gonna try to talk it down. It's probably totally foolish,
I
but
would say that doesn't seem likely to work.
okay.
Not to make
I
you not waste your turn, but
Yeah, no, I appreciate it because I do
incorporate
have
the nice
command as
doggy.
a yeah. Well, that's where I was going to go with it.
Yeah.
In that case, I am going to try as hard as I can then to push off the back wall of the bathroom into the door and push the door open into the dog.
Excellent.
And yeah, we'll see where it goes from there.
All right. Let's see
Uh,
it.
Probably combat, I'm guessing.
Combat seems right.
Yes. Okay. Sounds good.
Mr. Weiss seems like a
Um,
combat guy.
and that is actually really good for me. That's 33 is a success, critical success under 36.
Okay. Yeah, critical success is great. Go ahead and roll damage then. Let's do a D10. I like it.
D10. Okay.
Good old fashioned D10.
4 damage.
Okay. I mean, still not bad considering it is a
Giant.
four-legged death robot potentially. You slam it back, and we'll say you manage to like slam it into some of the computer core area, so like it's getting stuck in the holes
Yes.
there. What are you doing?
I am going to yell at it. You were never a good boy. And then I'm going to run and try to go down the ship corridor as fast as I can and get away from it.
Okay. All right. I'll let that critical roll for that as
Right.
you're running away. Are you staying on the encounter, or are you trying to get out?
I can see the ship needs repair. You know what? They're going to be all on it. I need another way out of here. I'm going to get off the ship. I'm going to go back out.
Okay, yeah, you run out and there's a whole crew of these Robbies that are bringing down ships that you can see. Yeah, go for it.
If I can find a headset somewhere, I might still be able to get onto a escape shuttle. So I'm going to start heading towards the shuttle bay, and to get through that door, I remember we needed to have the VR stuff.
Correct. All right. Well, that's probably a good time for Albert and Monty. I believe you were also heading towards the shuttle bay, Monty. And Albert, you were in the server room. So you're both in the server room. Let's see if you meet up with Mr. Weiss or not.
Okay.
Albert, you are being potentially menaced by a Robbie. Monty, you're at the moment home free.
Yeah, so the command that came, does that at what point does that happen and with Robbie and
I imagine I'm
Well-
just crawling backwards on like my hands and knees. It's just trying to get away from him out of the room.
Okay, yeah, I like that. We'll say that that's about the time as Albert, you're backing away from this thing that looks like it wants to hurt you, and the command comes over, and it turns its head. Excellent. Albert, you will come with me. We need to make quick work.
Oh, where are we going?
We must fix the ships. We took the ship processors for expansion.
But the captain told me I need to be in the shuttle bay.
And
Ask him.
it kind of tilts its head. Yes. All right. You may go, but don't forget to get the briefcase from the newsstand.
Yeah, I won't. I'm on my way right now.
Yeah.
And I'm still just like slowly trying to like back
Okay.
away. Like I look like a pathetic mess at this point.
Okay. It
I'm
will let
bargaining
you
for my
go.
life.
Yep. It will let you go. Monty, what are you doing?
I think Monty's like, well, I'm done here. Trying to scooch around, acting as casual, but obviously, very scared around Robbie to get into the hallway, and then just with Albert get out of there. And as soon as
Yeah. The two
I
of you
reach
can.
the hallway,
Yep.
if I can take the glasses off, they're off.
Yep. Go ahead and roll that D5 of stress that you get back.
Yay.
But no brain damage, so that's positive.
Um, and then Albert, where do you want to go? I've got a key card. I think this is what we need, right?
Uh,
Looks like it.
uh, yeah, yeah. That should work wonders. Oh God. That should be all we need to be able to get on the shuttle. This thing really wants me to go to the newsstand, but I don't know if we have time. Is the newsstand like plausible enough
Yeah,
within?
yeah. It's kind of on the way. If you go down the stairs, you basically just have to go in and get it.
Okay, if we do this, we don't need it. I have no idea what the hell this is. For all I know, it's going to actually make the ship not able to leave. But let's not put it. Let's just grab it and set it in the bay, and we look like we're good enough to get around these Robbies. Because
Okay.
I'm not sure who else is going to be around at this point.
Okay. Yeah, I'm for anything that will allow us to, make it look like we're doing whatever this is wants and get us there
Okay.
faster. So I'll follow you.
Okay. So I'm
Okay.
gonna head to the newsstand and look for this briefcase.
All right. Um, I'm going to need both of you to just make fear tests as you're going because you are walking down these stairs and you're both in a very bad place and you're just seeing this crowd of these people wearing the VR headsets, mostly decayed, some of them in really terrible shape, moving towards the uh the ship's bay, kind of following Captain Luke's command. They're not hostile to you, but they're terrible to look at.
I passed.
People
I,
do. Fast.
I don't think I need to show it to you, but I got a 91.
Okay. All right.
So
Just
I
a,
am the one with the cursed dice now.
okay. Very good. Just a cheeky little stress.
One cheeky little stress.
One
Okay.
cheeky little stress.
Yes,
But
I'm
yeah,
sure he is very stressed.
you can see the newsstand. There is a dead body in front of it from a few sessions ago. Number one helper's first kill, I believe. Um, but inside the newsstand, there is a looks like a scientist's body leaned up against like kind of the back of it, and they have a large, think like the silver metal briefcases
Okay.
there, and he's very clearly dead. But yeah, it's just hanging out.
Okay. Is it like wrapped up in his hands or is it just on top of
Yeah,
him?
yeah, yeah. You're gonna have to like get the dead arm off of
Yeah.
it.
So I go up to him at this point. I'm just imagining a mannequin stressed and like sweat pouring down his nose. He just kind of like flops the body on the ground and puts his foot on it for leverage and just starts trying to rip this thing out of its arms.
Yeah, it's a little tricky to do. Like it takes a little bit. Some of the arm kind of got on it. So, but yeah, you eventually pull this off, and it's pretty heavy. This is, and it's got a little heat. You've got both of you have mechanical information. This looks like the kind of thing that you'd keep a computer backup in.
Okay. So I want is that what's inside of it we can actually see or is it
Yeah, if you like
locked?
pop it, yeah, if you kind of pop it, it's definitely a computer backup.
Yeah, I look at it and I just kind of like turn it over a little bit and show Monty. Not
What,
sure
what,
what, but it's it's something with a backup.
well, let's just take it and go. The faster we get out of here, the better. I don't want to know what's on there. We'll just give it to whatever wants it, and let's get on one of these escape pods and get out of here.
Okay, I shut it and I lock it really quickly and start
Okay.
walking.
Okay. The three then, it sounds like Monty, Albert, and Mr. Weiss are heading towards the ship. the already functional ship. Um, we'll have you meet up in a minute, but I want to see as we're kind of rounding down. First of all, let's meet Dr. Browning.
Oh, yes, Dr. Browning. He's been here the whole time.
Hello, Dr. Browning. What have you been up to right now?
Shuffling around the laboratories, doing the experiments to keep the captain doing whatever he does. I don't know. He told me to inject some rats with some serum, so I've been doing that. I hope he doesn't check. Terrifies me. I'm just wearing a hazmat suit and scanning some rats and just looking over my shoulder really nervously.
Yeah. And at this point, Dr. Nix, Captain Luke has brought you down to this lab. Um, Dr. Nix, Dr. Browning, Dr. Browning, Dr. Nix, I'm sorry, I don't have a lot of time, so we'll have to make introductions quick here. Um, Dr. Nix, I need you to assist. What's your doctorate in?
Physics.
Okay.
I'm not a medical doctor.
That's fine. We'll just have to put our heads together, I guess, in this. Please assist Dr. Browning in preparing, perhaps with Emma, um, prepare enough food supplies and whatnot for our trip out, please. Uh,
As
Dr.
you
Browning,
wish.
yes, Dr. Browning, we're leaving, and I must go assist with this. The Robbies cannot quite get this done themselves. Uh, thank you. And Captain
Yes.
Luke leaves.
Yes, yes, Captain. Oh, hello.
Dr. Browning, I don't know if you understand the situation.
I I understand some of it. I don't know what he's planning to do, but you best not anger him.
I've tried to convince him to evacuate the station.
Oh, I see. Uh, very interesting. He was planning on habitating here, but I suppose that became impossible.
Well, unfortunately, the station itself is falling into the planet as we speak.
Oh, I have to admit, I don't really know anything about these machines whatsoever. I'm here to make sure that the captain is sustained. I know
The uh, the
more about
captain
him.
is not human.
Yes,
He's an AI of some sort, an AI
he's something
entity.
I've been collecting research in secret, but don't tell him. I'll share some of my knowledge with you. Yes.
Yeah, actually, I like that a lot. Dr. Browning, make an intellect roll.
That's the thing I'm best at. So I'd like to tell him actually about the nature of the captain, and that is a success. And it's
Okay.
a 69, which isn't a critical, but it is funny.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
nice.
funny.
It's nice. Yes. Excellent. What Dr. Nix just told you makes a lot of sense. It's kind of like giving you this whole like look into all your research, and you get the feeling that if he's a virtual being, he's probably living within the virtual world. That must mean he's kind of surviving via the servers and the astronarium and whatnot. So that's like his actual habitat.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And you know enough that like, these ships leave, he's probably already on them, like
We,
the ship cores.
we although there's been a great deal of damage and violence associated with him, I think we're dealing with an alien species that, I mean, how could it understand? If we go to an alien world, we could easily be stepping on millions of intelligent life forms without realizing it. But I think that I've convinced him that we can cohabitate, but we have to get off the station. The station is falling apart. Um,
Yes, I agree.
I don't know what to do after that. I think that we're going to be its captives, but at least we'll be alive.
Yes, I have a plan for that, actually. Yes, I will talk to the captain and convince him of our usefulness. We must convince him that he needs us. We cannot be his captives. We will be his personal scientists.
Well,
And
I
his
gave
new
him a very interesting thing to think about. He thinks that if he allows us to die, that we float away and go to heaven, and he can no longer control us. So I've given him an imperative to keep our bodies alive.
Oh, you
Uh,
told him that.
yeah, it was a bit of nonsense, but it is true that we need to keep our bodies alive, uh, or we don't function
Of
anymore.
course. That is
Although
the
I think
most.
he's making virtual copies of us, which is worse, I think.
I'm not sure if I am the virtual copy. This place is, like you said, it's where he lives. It's
Yeah.
unnatural. He might be trying to move the machines to wherever he wants to go next. But what
Well,
could
let's
we
get this.
possibly do other than
We can
serve
get this
him?
food prepared, and I mean, we need to get everybody on the shuttle, and then we can deal with it from there. Um,
Excellent. I will ask the captain for further orders.
Okay.
Let me go find him.
All right. Excellent.
Don't
So it
don't
sounds
touch any of my
yeah.
rats.
The
that what
rats
we've
look a
been
little weird.
eating?
They're
It's
organized
rats.
by size.
You wish you were eating rats.
Yeah. These rats are not for eating, but I do lick
Okay.
them.
Yes, Dr. Browning, you know he'd kind of asked you to begin the like kind of the medical side of preparation and whatnot. Dr. Nix, it sounds like you were heading-ish in that direction, working with Emma. Um, in that case, we'll kind of start going over that the next couple hours with you. Uh, it, is there any subterfuge you're doing, or is this pretty much a let's
Yes.
prep? All right,
I would
excellent.
like to betray the good Dr. Nix. I
Uh-oh.
I would like to speak to the captain
Yes.
and I will say, I'm so sorry to disturb you, Captain, but it has
Hmm.
come to my attention that I've stumbled upon knowledge most important.
Go on,
Oh, you
please.
see,
And he's like directing
unfortunately,
Robbie's at this point. Yeah. Yes, please.
I've discovered something that only I am aware of, a fatal error in your current plan that could end your entire
Oh.
existence.
Oh.
Oh, but don't worry. I have it taken care of. It's just that pesky Dr. Nix. He told you something about a human soul. Oh, it's actually that's completely hogwash.
I kind of figured as such, yeah.
So I just kind of like start dogging on Dr. Nix, just
Yeah.
like trying to get a crumb of affection and power
Oh,
here.
you get the impression as you're doing that, like Luke doesn't really like the bad mouthing because you get the impression that he really loves you guys. Like he really does.
Wow.
Uh,
Okay.
and yeah, is you bag on him, like he's not holding it against you, but he goes, "Thank you." Now, does that mean you would like to be on one of the different ships than Dr. Nix?
I work best alone, Captain, by your side. The only one by your
Okay.
side.
Okay. Okay.
Allow
Uh,
me to oversee the newcomer.
um, I'm getting kind of a bad vibe between. You can make an intellect test, actually. I
Oh
should.
no, no,
Let's
no.
see how he feels like this.
I can only barely argue with him because like I know enough about his species.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
So
actually a
come.
failure.
Okay. Um, I appreciate it. I really do, Dr. Browning. Um, I'm gonna send you on uh uh the advantage over there. Dr. Nix will be returning to the encounter shortly, I'm sure. Um, if tell you what, you will be by my side. No problem. We're gonna make this work out. I know I can
Yes, sir.
trust
Yes.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Um, that said, we don't have a lot of time. We'll just have to see. Can you talk to Paul for me?
I absolutely. Yes, I will. Yes,
He's
yes,
he's in the workshop. I'll send
yes.
along a rush order. Um, yeah, thank you.
Just slinks off.
Okay. Dr. Nix, you are in with Emma in the nutrient vats. You can see all three of them. Um, in your world, they look absolutely fine. Look, you see the berry tank, you see you know, the cucumber water tank, the whatever. It looks delicious.
Um, basic chemistry or whatever. I
Hmm.
probably would have basic chemistry. Um, is there something I see that I can introduce into the food supply that would make it deadly?
Ooh. Go ahead and do an intellect test. And I think the answer is yes. The question will be, can you make it work for all three tanks?
I got 35 out of
Okay.
53. So
All right. Yes, you are able to introduce something. And I'll say, if you explain it to Emma, I don't even think she would argue against you at this
it
point.
just follows orders. Yeah.
Right, right.
Uh, I want to make it something that uh, we can all escape from the ship, but we're not going to survive.
Okay.
Because I'm afraid this thing has delusions of spreading out into the universe, and I think we need to stop that. I would like to have cooperated with it and learned from it, but it's too dangerous.
All
My own
right.
species is at risk. I'll
I'm
die,
with you.
everyone will die, and then we'll all be
Okay.
unnamed heroes, I guess.
All right. Very good. Let's return to the other three that are navigating this. Albert and Monty, we'll say you see Mr. Weiss, who's looking not amazing, but maybe like a dog bite a little. I guess he didn't really get you. You're fine.
Well, I fell on the stairs, but
Yeah,
a
the
little
stairs hurt.
bruised and battered. Gentlemen, so good to see you both. Just the
I
men I'm looking for.
I turn to look at Monty and I give him the look of like, are you fucking kidding me?
I, hey, Mr. Weiss, are you okay?
I think I'll be just fine, provided we can get the hell out of here.
Okay. Albert needs to deliver something, and then I think we might have a way out. And I say that, almost quizzically looking at Albert to kind of take his lead on what he wants to do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, follow us this way. And
Sounds good.
start heading toward the shuttle bay.
Yep. Yeah, and it's pretty easy to get there. You can see the shuttle is there, and as a reminder, he just wanted you to get that briefcase on the shuttle, and then further demands or commands would follow.
Okay. So with that right there, I am going to. Okay, Mr. Weiss.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you okay,
Monty and
Albert?
I don't have a lot. No, no. We're working on it though, but no. Uh, we don't have a lot of time. Monty and I really need to get this thing going. We cannot leave without this. And I just shoved the briefcase into his hands.
Uh,
I need you to wait right here. Look, we're right here inside the shuttle. We need to get this thing going. Okay? Protect this thing. We need. just please, Monty, come on. And I run over there real quick.
Oh, Albert, I have no desire to be
Don't
left
open
behind. I hardly could care about this right now. We have to get out of here.
You don't understand what that is. That right there is what's going to help, like, keep the ship and keep the Robbies from trying to kill us. Just give us a minute. And I'm like grabbing Monty, and I'm just barely paying attention to it, and I'm trying to get over to the shuttle, and like we're trying to make it look like we're two computer nerds trying to get this thing started.
Very well. Go about your business, but let me know when you're ready. We should make a hasty escape. I thought I could get away on the encounter, but they stripped it. It looks like they're using it for their own escape plans.
I like that Mr. Weiss is saying this as like Albert is zipping past.
All right. Yeah, as he's being pulled along.
Yes, Mr.
Okay,
Weiss.
I think it has some value to corporate. Look at that too. I mean, I don't know. You tell us, and then as I get pulled along.
Okay. Mr. Weiss, yes, it looks like they are telling the truth. This definitely looks computery.
Kind of
Looks like a
proprietary
backup.
system.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. You're used to that. Yeah.
This
You
could
had
have some
something
value.
like this, yeah, for Vani. Is it fair to say the shuttle is starting up? Is that accurate, Albert and Monty?
If we can get it started up and get everything going, yes.
After we close the door.
Yeah.
I just want to get it started first before we start getting ready to close the door, because I have no idea how fast it is to close this door.
Okay, fair.
Okay. Yeah, closing the door is pretty straightforward. All right. You are starting up the ship. It's going to take a few minutes. Mr. Weiss, eventually you realize, oh no, they are in fact starting the ship without me.
He's right outside
Wait,
the door.
wait,
It's okay.
Right outside.
I'm supposed to be in there. Open. Gentlemen,
Yeah.
I can secure your futures with the company. This can all be explained. We can make this work.
Is he able to walk in, or are the doors shut?
No, the door is shut.
Oh,
like
I'm
you
up-
shut
yeah,
the
I'm up-
door. Yeah.
Okay.
Kung. Fellas?
I'm yelling, hold
Fellas,
on to the case.
I'm on the wrong side of the door.
I don't believe space travel works this way.
And I'm yelling at Monty, go.
Okay. It does get to the point, Mr. Weiss. It doesn't seem like they're stopping. You wouldn't want to be in the room with this shuttle.
Is it okay? Yeah, I start heading out. Is there any way in that shuttle prep room? Is there any way I can disable the locks to open the aperture?
Oh. That's funny. So yes, I'm gonna say yeah. If you can make an intellect hacking of some kind, I'll
Okay.
say you are able to shut it down for a bit.
My only skills are art, firearms, command, and military. So I don't think that'll work. So we'll go straight
Yeah,
into
I kind of figured, but
and it's dead on 50, so it's in the middle.
all right.
007.
Okay.
James Bond.
Albert and
Oh,
Monty,
James
the dock door just doesn't open when you are hitting the button to do it. Looks like there's a pad override.
Gentlemen, I'm afraid I have some kind of microphone or
Yeah.
something that goes into the room. Gentlemen, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to work a bit of overtime today.
Son of a bitch. I open up the door and I scream, get in. And leave that case.
That's a good enough deal. Mr. Weiss will take it. He'll get
Okay.
the case and
All right.
re-engage the door and enjoy the little blackmail or a little extortion. Always work the company's angle.
Okay.
You've made the proper decision, my friends.
Yeah, sorry the door was stuck.
Yes, absolutely.
You did a great job at holding on to the case.
I foresee a more than reasonable 0.0025 raise for you both in the near future.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at Monty as I'm thinking about smothering Mr. Weiss in his sleep.
I'm gonna need whoever's turning off the override to make me an intellect roll, please.
It would have to be Weiss, wouldn't
Like
it?
the dock
Yeah.
door override. Yeah.
Oh
would
no,
it
it's
also-
Jam now.
Would it
I
also
can
be
do it.
with
You got
industrial equipment?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I can buy that. Yeah. If
Ooh.
Albert wants to try, I'll
yeah.
let him have that bonus.
That'll put me at like 53, unless you think you could do better.
I'm right at dead on 50, so we might as well for the extra 3 points.
Okay. It's ooh, I'm sweating right here. You might screw this all over. He should just died.
Oh no!
65.
Okay. What's the right way to have this happen? Um, okay, so the three of you, there's the briefcase laying down, the ship's engines are humming. Um, and you're trying to override the door locks, right? And you're getting through it and sending it the command to open when you hear Captain Luke's voice on the intercom. It looks like you forgot something. I'm afraid that I can't trust the three of you anymore. I'm so sorry. And Albert, the thrusters on this ship basically dial up to the max.
Oh no.
Um, I suppose I'll make a speed check, everybody. There's a chance you can get out. It's not a good situation.
Captain Luke, we could still talk about a company stock plan if you're no. Oh, barely a fail. 44 over 39.
Yeah, it's gonna need to be a good
I
success here.
32 over 40.
I
Under
got
40.
Made it.
19 under 34.
Okay.
We might make it, Monty. We might make it, Monty.
That seems appropriate. We're getting into epilogue, so both of you stumble out. Mr. Weiss, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, he's still arguing, trying to
what-
entice him with some kind of company perk.
Yeah. Yeah, any final words as Albert and Monty, both of you take 9 damage as you're jumping off the ship as it basically you get caught in the engine flare of it and you get to see Mr. Weiss slam into the door and you know when you do a soda can, it's like that.
Wish.
All right.
Too late to ask for a mental health leave.
Yeah. Was that a 0 from Monty?
Yeah,
Did I see
yeah.
a 0?
I'm down
All
to
right.
0.
Roll a wound.
That's
Shout out.
a D10, right?
That is a D10. Yes, as I find the
5.
wounds again. 5. You might be okay. 5's usually good. Fire and explosives. A 5. A major injury is a major burn. 2d10, negative 2d10 body save.
Okay, so
So you really caught this fire, and it's going to reduce your body save.
jeez, they reduced it by 15.
Not ideal. Albert, you still above a wound? You fine?
Yep. Just barely. I'm like 4,
Yeah.
but
Okay. We are into what we'll call epilogue time here. Dr. Browning, you've been with us for such a short time. Paul brings you into his lair, so to speak, right? It's been constructing things. And Paul pretty much is giving you an option of the captain needs to make sure you are viable long term. And I can help that. Would you let me do that?
I don't
With
see
you.
why not. But what is this? What does this entail?
Nothing much. Just stand right here. And just keep your eye like he'll just kind of stand in front of you and he's doing like he does all these very intricate kind of movements and like, okay, now lift your left arm, right arm, that sort of thing.
I'm not sure all of this is completely necessary.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like anything. If we could see the reality of it, though. Dr. Browning is being picked apart piece by piece and replaced by these machinery to become more like Paul.
Oh, good.
Yes, we'll need at least one of us for each ship. So, yes.
I'll just sort of sheepishly just say, yes, anything to make the captain pleased with me and keep me around for longer. And don't forget, out of any of you, I know what he truly is.
Mm, excellent. You're gonna go far, Dr. Browning. And I think we'll kind of leave as you're going shoulder to shoulder with him out the door towards these ships. Dr. Nix, you've poisoned the food. Um, we'll say, I guess, let me ask first, Albert and Monty, are you trying to get onto the ships that are trying to go off? Or are you thinking of fixing the station? You're both possibly able to do that.
I think my first uh, gut instinct would be to get onto one of the ships.
If I don't even know the ships are working though, so I
But
don't
we
know
heard that they
what's
were
going.
fixing them. We can stow away and
Okay,
wherever
and
it takes us, try to leave then.
you can still you can still walk, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm covered in major burns, but
Yeah,
yes,
he looks bad. It
Okay,
hurts.
so
don't touch there.
wasn't there a wrench inside of this room, or was that only
Yeah,
in virtual
yeah.
reality?
Oh yeah, no, that's a real.
Okay, I grab the wrench and I look at Monty and I get the briefcase and I'm like, if we get caught, we smash this thing or we bargain for our lives. I don't know what else to do. I'm at my wit's end right now.
All right, that works.
And
Okay.
I'm holding on to the wrench because Albert is a piece of shit. And if there's only room for one person in this,
All right. All right. In that case, the two of you can make speed checks. Dr. Nix, it sounds like you're going on to the encounter, we'll say, with Luke, but yeah, like if you continue on this path, this is it for Dr. Nix. Okay. Yep. Um, we'll catch back up with you in a minute then. All right, Albert and Monty, how'd you do?
Failed.
Was that a
so we
fail
get
for
there.
Albert?
Yeah, so we just fail. We're just getting there as the ships start taking off.
Oh, uh, up to you. It's bad either way, so do you make it or are you stuck on the station for its last bit of life?
I don't know. What do you think?
I, I, I
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like how that with our luck, we would get there right as it's taking off. As like the klaxon horn goes with the event horizon or whatever, as it's point of no
Okay.
return to hit the planet.
Okay, I guess you're looking at him, and I'm falling down on my knees with a wrench to this thing, and I'm screaming into the headset and like into the microphone area. I'm screaming, "If you leave, I'm destroying this fucking thing. Do not leave!" And like I'm threatening him and bargaining with him.
Mhm.
I'm going through every stage of grief possible. Every
Yeah. It doesn't seem to care. Um, and are you going to attempt to fix the station? Because as it is now, it's going to be a daunting task. It's very unlikely that this will work. Or do you try and live out your life happy for the last 4 hours?
I mean, I think if we could try to fix it, we would try to fix it. There's still three of us. Two of us that we know of, and I guess Dr. Nix we don't know of.
Sure.
Mm-mm. Okay. All right. Both of you can roll. Gonna need a critical.
A critical failure? I think I can manage that.
Yeah. A critical failure wouldn't help your case.
I almost got a critical failure, but it's a
Okay.
failure.
Just a normal.
And what are we rolling on?
Albert's got it. Intellect, and then if you have any sort of repair.
Oh
How
yeah,
about
wait, I
mechanical
had a
repair?
plus 15 in mechanical repair and still.
Ugh.
78
So
out of something.
58. So I've got uh isn't that a peach? I rolled 99.
Okay. Um, very
Very good.
good.
That's the third one tonight.
Yeah. In that case, do you have any final words as the Mergen's watch enters the orbit? And yeah, I mean you're gonna hit with a bang.
Yeah. I'm just gonna look over Monty and I'm just shaking my head, and that's all. He's speechless at this point. There's no bargaining, there's no talking. He's been selfish, he's been awful. He's just writing it out.
Mati, I think, is the same. Just speechless and just starts walking towards the bar.
Okay, I like that.
I'm
Is
staring,
that
I'm leaning on it, I'm just watching as it slowly starts going into it. I
yep.
can't take my eyes off the train wreck.
Yeah, and there is Dr. Nix on your ship as it's going away. You see the planet slowly receding, and there's a beautiful aurora that springs up beneath where the Mergen's Watch station absolutely still is, just hanging out there. Captain Luke is pretty happy. How did the next few days or next few hours go?
No, I say, um, Captain Luke. What I try to do is I try to ask him a lot of questions to see if he'll answer. Um, if he answers, I try to make a subversive transmission to
Hmm.
uh, Earth forces or whatever, and tell them about what's happened. And eventually, I'll just say, "Well, uh, your escape didn't work. It's not working. I did try to tell you that we should cooperate with one another and find a way to save everyone, but humans have a survival instinct and they also have a preservation instinct, and I can't let you get away. I've poisoned all of the food on the ship. Everyone will be dead in an hour or two. You're losing them all."
Oh no. Oh, no. That's I'm very angry right now.
Yeah, we're all they're already deteriorating. The chemical hydrochlorotrioxaphene destroys the electrical connections in the brain. Uh, and I'm already feeling it. You're kind of fuzzy, but everyone else should be equally fuzzy.
That's
Sorry, I regret doing it, but you pose a threat.
that's fair. Uh, I can't get angry. You're following your beliefs. Rarely, I should be fine with it. Um, luckily for you, virtual reality is a fantastic thing. So far, I the way I understood it is it works in real time, and I'm going to make it not do that for a bit, just so I can enjoy your company for a little longer. And he's you're feeling that like fuzzy, there's a little bit of pain, and you realize like he's extending it and extending it and extending it, probably burning out the ship's computer, you know, capacity to do it. So in reality, a few hours later, everyone on the ship is dead. But it's a really painful, painful long time for Dr. Nix. Um, but make me a intellect test to see if you got a message out.
18. Yes, that is out of 53. So
Excellent. Excellent.
hopefully he didn't jump onto the carrier wave and go with the
That would be fun.
Don't
I
give
would
him ideas. Don't give him ideas.
I would say though, with that final bit, you did get out of communication. Um, the final shot of this will be these three ships that are leaving from Mergen's watch. They're attempting to go to a station on autopilot, and you see whatever naval, U.S. naval forces, whatever, just blow the ships out of the sky. And you have successfully killed Captain Luke. And that is the end of VR Dead.
It's a shame because he was kind of hot in VR.
I'm really
Yeah, that was
sorry we
great.
left you. I'm really sorry we left you.
Oh,
Just had to
that's-
take the briefcase. You were almost out.
We're so close.
Yeah, shouldn't have been that greedy, but I was thinking in character, we might need
I like
water
it.
and food for longer, and less people to
Mhm.
share means longer.
One less person as well.
First mistake was thinking we would pass any rolls.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
right,
was
yeah.
brutal. Well,
Yes.
they always say, right? It's survive, save, or solve. And you
Mhm.
get to pick two. And I'd say you've solved it
Yeah.
and you've saved the world.
Yeah.
So, by Mothership criteria, a rousing success. Good job, players.
Well done.
That was really fun.
Good, good.
It's the Lord of the Rings line. We saved the world, but not for us.
Very much. Yes. I think at this point, everybody is pretty keenly aware of what's going on as the Mergen's Watch saw an AI a few weeks ago, and Captain Luke came on, made a hyper addictive VR that just flushed your memories. So, and in fact, you were correct. His was the fake world. This was, the real world was awful because he literally does not believe that the real world is real. It's inverted for him.
Really an interesting idea.
Yeah.
Because why would he?
Right, right. So
Yeah.
by his method, every time someone logged out, they died. So that's where it was like, I can't have this keep happening. It's horrible.
Well, they would also log back on, so I wonder how that would throw them off. Like, you're dead, you're not dead, you're dead, you're not
Yeah.
dead.
I think that was kind of that's why he was like, I have to make it so they don't ever leave me. Like, I
So
have to
that's
make
why the
this
Frankenstein
hyper
bolts.
That's
addictive.
why the
Yeah,
bolts, yeah.
that
Yeah.
too.
He-
Yeah.
He also seemed to have a strange concept of religion. So maybe you're popping out and popping back is like you could see it in religious overtones of
Yeah.
reincarnation or
Respawning.
yeah.
Exactly. It's
Respawning,
kind
there
of
you go.
it's like the kid that goes to heaven and comes back, only in this case it's hell, and comes back and is like, it's awful.
It sucks there. Well done. Great job
Very good.
running
It
different
was great.
timelines. So we were splitting
Yeah.
up and going every different
I
way.
am so sorry for that, Nathan, for doing that too. You did a great
It's
job,
fine.
and
Very well done.
I really loved it.
What
I
was
worried a
going with
great
the-
deal this last week about which was the real reality and which wasn't. But I
What
figured
was-
that it would
Go
be
for the
easier to
worst one.
create a pleasant world than it would be to create a complicated falling apart world.
Why was there two captains? What's the Deanna?
Oh, yes. Excuse me. So Deanne is the actual captain
Right.
that Luke killed. Like,
Yeah.
probably with Paul's help, is killed the captain and replaced her. And then, of course, using the VR was wiping everyone's memory to make them think that he was always the captain.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's part of why he's very difficult to fight or do anything to, because he literally doesn't exist. Like, he's only in virtual reality. But yeah, he likes to
In
sprinkle
hindsight, we
brains.
should have figured it out that they all looked like anime characters.
All right.
That is a big clue
I-
that it's not that.
Damn.
I was gonna say only one thing lives forever, and that's Vonnie. That's
I was expecting
God.
Bonnie to be the mastermind. not gonna
That's
lie.
true.
Yeah.
That's the biggest
off
sadness
the
here is that Bonnie died on that station. I thought for
Vonnie
sure you'd
lives on
spend your last
forever.
few hours hanging out at a Vonnie concert.
Not a victory because she died. Saving Bonnie was the real.
It's true.
I don't think it was actually a really hard like I don't see how any of us are going to be able to actually hit all three of those points like you were bringing up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you're
You
not
would-
going
gonna
to. Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
you
if we
have
survived,
to
we were
really.
damning everyone.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe
correct.
if like my character literally was flirting with death the whole time. If you had like a more competent team of like get the key, get
Yeah.
to the briefcase,
Oh, yeah.
like do the objective.
Yep.
But this
Why-
story
Yeah.
is wild.
Or shut down the servers. If you had managed to do that, that would have killed everyone
Oh,
on
gotcha.
that
Yeah.
was plugged in, but also would have killed this virtual construct within it. Same with the Astronarium.
I would have
the
settled
robots
for
would just-
survive without solve.
They would just attack us, right? They would
Yeah,
just, like,
exactly.
try to kill
Yeah,
us.
they wouldn't like it, and Paul would show up and try and stop you. And since Paul is, he was going basically at half damage towards Dr. Nix. So it's if he gets a hold of you, it's a 4d10,
You know.
and it's
Um,
he's
he's
nasty.
just cut me in half.
Yeah, he's very very nasty.
I also thought it would be funny if you guys actually did escape on the ship, and we're all loaded up with fresh food that you didn't know was
Dr. Poison.
poisoned.
Yeah. Yeah. The food is people. I mean,
The food is
just call it like
That's
it
what
is.
I wanted to
Emma's-
hear. I wanted
yep.
to see what the vats look like. Was it
Yep.
just like, was the room just like
Yeah.
they're stuffing people in there and grinding them
Mhm.
up or something?
Yeah, is there
Basically, yeah. Emma's been
Like-
doing that to keep everybody alive.
Well, it's the perfect food.
yeah. It's great.
It has all the
That's what I
nutrition a
eat.
human can need. All right, let's go ahead and finish up. Our players included Mike McKinn, Dakota Poole, David Shiflett, Tyler Hudak, and myself with Nathan Decker as the game warden. We have a Discord server where you can chat with other members, you can set up private games, and you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Spotify, Podbean, or iTunes. Support for the show is provided by our patrons who are listed at the closing credits. If you'd like to show us your appreciation, please visit our Patreon page, or you can use the thanks button just below the screen. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows, and leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answering any questions you might have. This is Thom Raley, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into this strange and sometimes terrifying universe of the Mothership role-playing game. Until next time, good luck, good gaming.